Day 1078 of the Trump administration, and tonight, this president is facing rapidly increasing pressure both at home and overseas. While the president has been spending his last few days at his resort in Florida, his administration has been preparing for impeachment trial in the Senate. But it turns out the Trump White House has also been working on a military strike against a prominent Iranian leader. The Defense Department tonight has confirmed that the United States has killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. While Soleimani may not be familiar to many Americans, he was the head of Iran's Quds Force, that is an elite unit of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Iraqi state TV says the general and an Iraqi militia leader were among several people who died in a drone strike at Baghdad's airport. The Defense Department said the president took, quote, decisive defensive action to protect U.S. personnel overseas, adding this, quote, General Soleimani was actively developing plans to attack American diplomats and service members in Iraq and throughout the region. General Soleimani and his Quds Force were responsible for the deaths of hundreds of American and coalition service members and the wounding of thousands more. Tensions have been rising between the United States and Iran after protesters attacked the American embassy in Baghdad on New Year's Eve. The demonstrators were said to be reacting to recent U.S. airstrikes on militia outposts in Iraq and Syria, which the U.S. said was retaliation for the death of an American contractor last week. That night, the president was asked about Iran as he was about to walk into his New Year's party at Mar-a-Lago.
I don't think that would be a good idea for Iran. It wouldn't last very long. Do I want to? No. I want to have peace. I like peace. And Iran should want peace more than anybody. So I don't see that happening. No, I don't think Iran would want that to happen. It would go very quickly.
Before we begin our discussion, let's get the latest on tonight's developments from Ali Arouzi, NBC News Tehran bureau chief. He joins us now from London. Ali, thank you for joining us. Obviously, this caught a lot of folks here in the United States, in the media, off guard. This news tonight, trying to play catch up here a little bit. Take us through what we know at this hour about this killing.
That's right, Steve. Iranian state TV and the IRGC, which is the Revolutionary Guard, have confirmed that Qasem Soleimani was killed in Iraq on the way to the airport. Qasem Soleimani is a revered figure in Iran, and it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that he is the second most powerful person in Iran after Ayatollah Khamenei, the supreme leader. He has developed a huge network of militias throughout the regions that are under his patronage and fiercely loyal to him. So this is going to have reverberations all through the region. And Iran is taking this very seriously at this moment. The former head of the Revolutionary Guard, a man called Mohsen Rezai, just sent out a message saying that Iran will take a very strong revenge against the United States for the killing of Qasem Soleimani. A Security Council in Iran is now holding an emergency meeting, and the lines that are coming out of Tehran right now are that this is a declaration of war by the United States on Iran, and they are going to strike back forcefully. Now, how or where they're going to do that is obviously unknown to us, but they do have this huge network of militias and also a very powerful army in Iran itself. They have a huge missiles program, and they have always constantly threatened that if Iran is hit, if Iran is threatened, all U.S. bases and personnel are within striking distance. But, Steve, if that was to happen, if Iran was to strike U.S. bases in the region, then all bets are off. I mean, the United States is going to strike back, and we are going to be in some sort of a conflict between Iran and America that is going to spread across the region because of those militias and proxies that we've been speaking about. So the situation is extraordinarily serious right now. Qasem Soleimani is a very revered figure in Iran and in the region by all of these people that follow him. I've seen a lot of footage of Soleimani traveling in the region. He basically can travel from Tehran through Iraq into Syria unimpeded. He doesn't usually travel in military fatigues. He doesn't carry a weapon with him. which shows how confident he is about traveling in the area. When you see him visiting these militias that were fighting ISIS or whoever else on the front lines, he would go there, he would kiss one of them on the head. They would act as if they have been kissed by God. That's how important he was to them. So this is going to make those people that were very loyal to him extraordinarily angry. And those people are outside of Iran. So I think this has opened a Pandora's box. In the past, Soleimani had been in the crosshairs of the United States, and they had decided not to hit him because of what might unravel. I think we're going to see what's going to unravel now, Steve.